Hello, it's Gauze here, and to another episode of Compion. This week's theme has been your own style. So, what I wanted to explore this week was finding out the best approach to uncovering how I operate best day to day. I don't really feel like I've got a nailed down best approach to work, clothing styles, working styles, video styles, you name it. So, the goal was to really try and uncover the ideal approach to uncovering how I work best in a lot of these instances. The process was, you know, mindful creativity for the week, right? Paying attention to all the tasks that I'm doing, and if I'm doing them because that's the way I've always done them, because someone's told me to do them in a certain way, or if it's something wrapped around me actually evaluating how I work with this particular task or not. So, yeah, that's what I've been paying attention to. And here is the poem. Enjoy. Strange solution. From young, you were told you had a special place amongst the stars. But as you grew, reality dragged you straight down to earth. And now, with clouds somehow stuck in your head, the ground looks frightening. So you saddle up high upon your horse, your steed of ideals, and ride off to wage war. War on those who made you hate the earth, whoever they may be. The reins as tight as muscles allow, hoping your stallion will lead your army of one, certain victory. But you've been galloping in the fog for a while now. This isn't what you hoped for. This isn't the dream you were sold. Perhaps it's time to reconsider all that you've been told. Perhaps it's time to let go of the reins you were never meant to hold. Welcome back, and thank you for listening to the poem. Before we get into the reflection section, if you've been liking the video so far, please do take the time to leave a like and potentially subscribe so you can be alerted about the next videos that come up. So, reflections. I feel like this poem came across as a big culmination of the frustration that kind of comes with trying to mark out your own way of doing things. We have so many things that we get told around how we should behave, how we should approach things, how we should think about things. We have so many things as we're growing up that get absorbed by us, cultural expectations, societal expectations, interpersonal bonds, and how people want to do things in their own way, our parents, our friends. Um, we can often kind of go through life on an autopilot where we just do things as we've been told to do them. And if we have an issue that we can't solve in a way that we've, I suppose, been, how would I describe it best? I feel like if we have an issue that we can't solve with our current toolkit of things that have been given to us, rather than, say, the things that we created for ourselves, then we kind of just bang our heads against the problem and hope that the world will change and it'll be okay. But in a lot of instances, it doesn't change. And I think often to this, we keep adding layers on top of things. It's like, oh, here's the next 5 things you need to do. Here's the 10 foods you need to eat. Here's more and more of these things that you need to do to make sure that you're getting the life that you should have, or supposedly should have at least. So, and as you get towards the end of the poem where it talks about, you know, this isn't what you really wanted. This isn't the kind of reins that you're meant to be taking hold of. A large part of that is looking at the idea of maybe subtraction's what you need, not addition. I think I found that I'd made the most strides in my life looking on it is when I've removed things that have been poisoning me or removed things that have been working against me. Those have had the biggest impacts because I think, the negative impacts are the more long lasting and impactful ones for us. So by proxy, removing those, you do better your life. And so the main phrase for this in my head is sometimes removing and gaining are one and the same. All right. So thank you for listening. Next week's theme will be partnerships, having a look at what can be achieved and what can't be achieved in partnership with people. And this was inspired by a book called The Undoing Project, but I'll get into that more next week. Take care.